In the past I've talked about Clippy, you know, the paperclip for Microsoft Word, and in passing I mentioned a little program called BonziBuddy. Judging by how well the Clippy video did, I figured it'd only be fair if I took a closer look at BonziBuddy, the program that the internet hated, forgot, and eventually grew to love. For those who aren't familiar with it, BonziBuddy is a little desktop assistant program from the early 2000s. It could talk, tell jokes, and other trivial tasks, though it was mostly marketed as an internet search companion. The program itself was free, but it also collected information on its users to create pop-up ads, and so is mostly seen as adware today. All the way back in 1993, Joe and Jay Bonzi formed the company Bonzi Software. Their original product was a voice email application which essentially allowed you to digitally record a message, compress it, and send it to someone else. The big selling point was the fact that the emotions would be preserved in the recordings, unlike in text. Honestly though, if you're gonna use your phone line to connect to the internet just to send recordings of your voice, why not just place a phone call? Anyways, voice email did well enough it seems that Bonzi Software started branching out into other internet-based programs. Their next two big hits in 1998 were Internet Boost and Internet Alert, both really just snake oil programs. Internet Boost claimed to supercharge your internet by changing a bunch of hidden Windows settings. Internet Alert was designed to stop hackers dead in their tracks by alerting you to suspicious network activity. Put simply, a firewall. Now around the time of Bonzi Software's rise, Microsoft had been toying with the idea of animated agent characters. They had MS Bob with its cartoon dog, a demo called Petey, a parrot who could speak and respond to voice commands, and by MS Office 97, the little office assistant that everyone loved so much. Within 2 years, Bonzi Software had released a little product based on MS Agent technology, and the Microsoft Speech API. Don't recognize him? That's because at first, Bonzi Software used one of the agent characters available for download from Microsoft, Petey. Needless to say, Microsoft must not have been very happy about some company randomly using one of their characters, because in about 6 months, Bonzi had changed from Petey the parrot to the custom character we all know and love, Bonzi, the purple gorilla. The program itself was mostly a pointless distraction. It could recite a few jokes, read out an emote to special emails similar to the voice email product, manage appointments, and so on. Supposedly, the software had AI capabilities to learn about the user. However, this was mostly a veiled reference to the true purpose of the program. BonziBuddy was free. Sure, you could buy packages that extended the program's capabilities, but most users didn't bother with them. The way Bonzi Software was able to make money off the thing was by collecting browsing data to be used by advertisers, as well as having the program produce pop-up ads based on that data. If that doesn't sound annoying enough, BonziBuddy would also install a Bonzi Software toolbar to your browser without asking, and frequently change your homepage to the Bonzi Software website. Some of the pop-up ads the program created were also kinda misleading. The ads were designed to look like Windows errors in order to scare users into buying another Bonzi product, Internet Alert. This actually led to a lawsuit in 2002 where Bonzi Software was asked to pay $5 for each ad impression they served. Considering that they served anywhere up to 300 million impressions, yeah, those charges were dropped. Still, the company was required to make the ads look less like Windows alerts, drop some of the misleading scare information about IPs being broadcast, and pay $170,000 in legal fees. As if one lawsuit wasn't enough, 1 year after the last one was settled, Bonzi Software received charges from the Federal Trade Commission for violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Because BonziBuddy asked for the birthday of its users, Bonzi Software was technically knowledgeable about their program being used by children under the age of 13. And since the program collected personal information like names and addresses without gaining verifiable parental consent or providing a privacy policy, it violated COPPA. Bonzi Software again settled that claim, this time for $75,000, but with such massive losses so close to each other, it didn't last much longer, shutting down by the end of the year. Bonzi Software may have shut down, but it certainly wasn't the last of Joe and Jay Bonzi, who had numerous other companies in their names throughout the 90s. Some notable ones are True TV, with an E, Bonzi Aviation, kind of an interesting step away from software, and their current business, 2K Direct, a marketing firm that owns the iPromote online advertising network. As for BonziBuddy, it was actually still available to download for years after Bonzi Software went under, staying up until about 2008. By then, the program was largely forgotten, not even being natively compatible with Windows 7 and onward. It wouldn't be until 2014, when Joel from the channel Vinesauce uploaded Windows XP Destruction, that the program received attention again, rising to meme status. Currently, because of all the servers that enabled BonziBuddy to share private information and produce pop-up ads are down, the program is mostly safe. In fact, with its currently expanding audience, some websites like bonzi.link host a download for the program, and an archived version of what the Bonzi website used to look like. It's hard to believe how far the BonziBuddy program has come, starting as a little piece of freeware, causing a lawsuit that shut down its company, silently living as a forgotten piece of the web only to be brought back 15 years after its release to be celebrated as an icon of its time. If that's not a story of how nothing stays dead on the internet, I don't know what is.